It is Zen, and I'm doing another book review. Yeah! Perfect. Today I'm going to be talking about It, Stephen King's It. Uh, it's a huge book, obviously. It's over 1,100 pages, and it's about 400,000 words, which would be about 4 times the amount of the average book. So it's huge. It's humongous. I loved it. It was amazing. It's one of the best books I've ever read from King. It's just beautifully written. The plot is so gripping. It's so well made overall. Okay, so first of all, the plot. The plot in it is about 7 children, I believe it's 7. They come together and they form the Losers Club. They're just a bunch of losers. They join the Losers Club. And first of all, the plot goes around these 7 children, and just their talking and their interactions blows me away. It's perfect. It's such good, authentic writing. It's so perfect. But that's not the main thing that's going on. You know, obviously, the main thing that's going on. Pennywise, the clown. He's in Derry, Maine again. He's just shown up and he's killing kids again. How perfect. So the children, each of them have seen Pennywise, but they come together, they realize, oh, it wasn't just a hallucination or it wasn't just a dream. He's really everywhere. So they come together and they realize it's a problem and they go and try to solve it. Stuff like that. I'm not going to explain too much overboard because that's spoilers. But I will tell you that half of the book takes place of them as children, about 10, 11, 12 years old. And then the other half takes place where they are 29 or so years later, when they're 30s and in their 30s and 40s. So it's very interesting to see how their old selves, compared to their new selves, because half of the book is each side of them, and putting them together, it's very interesting to see how they've changed, their interactions afterwards, stuff like that. So that's what's going on. They come together, they try to solve the problem that is Pennywise. In the book, it's said that the older people, like the oldest, the elders, they're talking about how they know about Pennywise. Pennywise has been around forever. So they know about Pennywise. Pennywise has always been there, but it's all the children and the younger adults that don't know about him. So it's kind of very interesting because even that aspect, King goes into so much history just about the town, the history of the town. And it's so amazing to see all these levels of a book. This is literally like watching a full series on Netflix. It's huge. It's so perfect. It goes over everything. It's so well put together. I can't complain about this book. Now, would I recommend it for you? I know this is one of King's fans' favorite books of all time, just because of the main thing that people like about it is how he perfectly captures children growing up, and I think that's really awesome. Now, because of that, I would recommend it more for adults than for children, because as adults, you'll look at it and be like, that's perfect. I've never thought of it like that. All that childishness has gone away. I don't know anything about children anymore. And you read this and you really get a sense of how children act. Now, for children, I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, I would, but I would say read it once when you're a child, read it while you're an adult. I'm sure the adults will like it more. Because as a child, you look at it and you think, well, yeah, that's my life. That's just how we do things. So, as a child, you don't really see that next level of incredibleness. While I was reading it, I was gripped by the plot and everything, but I didn't see why everybody thought it was the best book. I didn't know. The Pennywise was cool and all, but what's that next step that made it that much better? And after doing research, I found out it's about how perfectly it captures children. And I can't really relate to that. I'm still there. So, I'm going to read this again in 5, 10 years, and then I'm going to be impressed, 100% sure of it. Because I know a lot of adults that are very, very interested in this book. They think it's the best book ever written. And just from the plot alone, I could probably agree with that. It's so well written. It's amazing. It's awesome. So I would easily rate the book 5 out of 5, or 10 out of 10, or 100 out of 100, because it's perfect. I wouldn't change a single thing about the book. It is perfection, just as King does it. It's just awesome. So, I haven't seen the movie, obviously. I'm not going to watch the movie, because I like books better than movies. But I hear the movie is good and all, but it just doesn't capture the book as it is. So, I mean, if you want to go ahead and watch the movie, go ahead, but just understand it's not going to be as good as the book, like usual. So, that's probably it for this video. If you have any questions about the book, ask me in the comments down below. I always reply to comments because I'm just that cool. So, yeah, that's that book, and up for another review soon. See ya. Turning off the camera.